Department of Science and Technology on a technology media conference that is going to be very interesting to each and every Filipino living on Earth. All right. So let's start this off with an invocation, and I'd like to call on Ivan from Fisher, DOST Fisher, to lead us in an invocation.
Let's put ourselves in love and praise of our Lord. Great Father in heaven, we'd like to praise and thank you for this wonderful morning you gave us. Thank you for allowing us to be together at this juncture to talk about the latest on science and technology. We pray that we would be guided by your Holy Spirit, and we pray also for the people who are yet to come to this press conference. All this we pray in your most holy name. Amen.
Standing for the national anthem, please. Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa bitid mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, di ka masisiliw. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bugaw, may dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang isap ng wataw at mo'y tagumpay na nagdiningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupang ang araw ng walhati pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Maraming salamat po. Pwede na po tayo umupo. And to provide some welcome remarks and to also explain why we're doing this media conference, I'd like to call on the Undersecretary for Regional Operations of the Department of Science and Technology, Yusek Brenda Nazareth Manzano.
Good morning!
Morning po!
Happy ba kayo this morning?
Yes!
And we're happiness. Yes, of course! Should be happy because life is good. We're even more happy to see you around. We're happy that you're taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today for this 10th 11th Technology Media Conference. But today's topic is even more interesting, gastronomically, mentally, and even perhaps spiritually. But it's on food and food safety. Food safety is indeed a very paramount aspect. That's why we also have the RA 10611, which really declares that it is the policy of the state to maintain a farm-to-fork food safety regulatory system that ensures a high level of food safety, promotes fair trade, and advances the global competitiveness of Philippine foods and food products. Kaya very important po yun, and it's provided with an RA, a policy statement already from the government. So, given that, we at DOST have been doing a lot of initiatives on food technologies, food safety. And in a short while, our secretary will present all our initiatives, and I know you will really be able to take a lot to benefit from all the information that will be shared this morning. So I'll not anymore make my welcome remarks longer. I hope you felt welcome. Did you feel welcome?
Yes, Mom!
So welcome again to this technology media conference on food safety.
Thank you, Yusik Bren. Thank you for welcoming us. This morning is actually spearheaded by two of our agencies at the department, both of whose mandates have to do with food processing, food safety, and nutrition. So let's get to hear from the leaders of these agencies. Firstly, from the Industrial Technology Development Institute, let's hear from the director, Dr. Annabelle Briones.
A pleasant day to everyone, and I would like to thank the organizing committee of this event, the Office of Undersecretary for R&D, and sure, and STII also for this very significant activity of which ITDI can provide you the information and promote the technologies that we are developing and also develop in support to the Food Safety Act. So the Industrial Technology Development Institute is one of the research and development institutes of the DOST, and we continue to accelerate our efforts on R&D, technology transfer, and technical services. So under the DOST Food Safety Program, ITDI has conducted R&D initiatives through our Packaging Technology Division and the Food Processing Division, as well as the other R&D divisions of ITDI. Food safety, as referred to in the Act, RA 10611, is the assurance that food will not cause harm, human health is protected, and market access of locally produced foods and food products is facilitated. So the Packaging Technology Division, headed by Ms. Daisy Tanya Franca, she's here, has developed several packaging technologies that includes the high barrier and the multi-layer barrier packaging technology to enhance product shelf life and ensure consumer safety, and also to keep the flavor and aroma of aromatic processed foods or fresh foods like durian. And aside from that, through the retort pouch packaging technology, we have applied it to develop the ready-to-eat foods. So we have our chicken arroz caldo in pouch. We have our smoked fried fish rice meal. And then we have our cassava in light syrup and boiled sweet potato. So even if it's not an RTA, it can be, even if it's ready to eat, it can be used as disaster food. So, Secretary will present it in detail later, the technologies of ITDI. And aside from that, we also provide technical services to the food industry and other manufacturing sector in terms of test and analysis, shelf life testing, use of facilities, and nutrition labeling and label design. That is very important to packaging. And let me quote Ms. Clea Guy Allen, an article published in 2015, which entitled "How Safe is Your Food?" It was mentioned there that everybody has a role to play in keeping food safe. So food safety is a shared responsibility between the government, industry, producers, academia, and the consumers. And every one of us here has a role to play. Achieving food safety is a multi-sectoral effort requiring expertise also. So that's why we at DOST, we provide a range of different disciplines. And consumers must be well informed on food safety practices. And again, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Briones. So, as consumers, is it our habit to check the labels of the food products that we buy? Sometimes. Di ba? I think the media, you have a role to play to assert that people should read the labels on food products and that food manufacturers should provide adequate information on all their manufactured food products. Di ba? So, tingnan nyo, even you don't have to step away from this room, okay? Because there are packaged products also here. Tingnan nyo kung may expiry date ba yan. Tingnan ninyo kung meron ba siyang nutrition information. For those of us who are also diabetes, I mean, tinitingnan natin yung sugar content, di ba? Sugar content and all other things that go into the food. You just don't put anything into your mouth. Alright? By the way, meron akong quiz. And whoever gives me the correct answer will get 2 tickets to Enchanted Kingdom. Right? So, quiz. Tumatawa si Mami. A human orifice is an opening in the body. Right? How many orifices do we have in a typical mammalian body? Anyone? 4 lang. Give me an answer. Give me a correct answer. 9? Alright, let's park it there. 5?
6, 7,
6? 7? You answered 7? 10? Lumuluha siguro yung buhok ano. 7. Let's hear 7. How many, what are the 7? Di ba? Did you say 9? 6. Ano yung 6 na yun?
ears,
Ears,
nose,
nose, mouth,
anus, and urethra.
urethra. Ang 5 pa lang yun.
5 pa lang.
Pores.
Eyes.
Eyes, 6. Pero the women have an extra orifice. Women have extra orifice.
Vagina.
Salam.
Isa lang.
The women have a 7. No, hindi naman. Yung mammary glands. So, mammary glands are orifices. So, meron kayong 2 tickets to Enchanted Kingdom. Please make sure that Beth knows your address so we can send it to you.
Thank you.
Alright? I raised the question because tingnan mo ang design ng human body. Of the 7 orifices, 2 of them are related to food intake and disposal. Diba? That's how we live. That's how we survive. And that's how we become healthy. Huh?
The nose. Kasi pag hindi masarap yung amoy, ayaw mo pa.
Ayun! Tama, that's a good insight. Diba? The eyes also kasi kung hindi maganda ang pagka-present, wala kang nababasang information na tama, hindi ba? So tingnan nyo yan.
7 senses are important.
Yes. Oo. The orifices particularly kasi sila yung magpa-process, sila yung tatanggap ng kung ano kinakain natin. Diba? So today is going to be, I think, very interesting from the initial reactions you gave to the opening statements. Diba? And Doc Mar.
Maura.
Opo.
Aura.
Alright, so my phone patch pa si Doc Mar. Doc Mar is into the nutritional content of the food items that we eat. Diba? So the Food and Nutrition Research Institute, they actually conduct the National Nutrition Survey. Diba? So nalalaman natin yun. It's a very important national survey that DOST is doing through FNRI. On the basis of which policies are drawn to, of course, to promote certain practices, right? Or protect the people from certain diseases and things like that coming from malnutrition. So I think we will give Dr. Mar his media time. All right. So very colorful po. So we're very happy that the Secretary has joined us. Sa lahat ng secretaries na I've had the privilege of working with at DOST, and I think I've worked with 6 secretaries. Alright. I think the secretary is the one best associated with good food.
Why don't we eat muna?
So we will eat after your presentation. You will make them hungry, sir. So,
Can you give me something to
all right, yun na nga. But yes, sir, we'll get something.
Something to eat.
Oo nga. So yan, food is coming. So sir, the floor is yours. We are all eager to hear what DOST is doing or intends to do also in the area of food safety and implications of these solutions to the health of everyone in the Philippines.
Magandang umaga po sa kanilang lahat. Pinagbiling ko na sabi ko habang hindi pa ako nakakarating, kumanta muna si Richard. But really, I think uunahin ko na rin banggitin sa ating mga bisita sa media na mamayang hapon, meron pa isang programa na baka gusto ninyong puntahan. No? Dinanggit mo na ba? Hindi pa. Alas 4, no? Mamayang 4 o'clock kasi, dito na, hindi naman kalayuan sa UP College of Engineering, sa ang venue. Triple E building. Ito yung sa engineering complex dito sa UP Diliman. Actually, pwede mo itong lakarin wala dito. Ay ilo-launch natin ang Intelligent Electric Transportation Network project. Ito yung e-trike study na gagawin ng IEEE, Institute of Electrical, Electronic, and Computer Engineering. At saka yung bike sharing project. So, tinaon na namin pagkasabay kasi halos sabay-sabay dumating yung mga e-trike at saka yung bicycle na isi-share. So, yung e-trike project, hindi naman kami nagde-develop ng e-trike, no? Pero ang aaralin natin ay yung kung ano yung performance niya, no? Consider na medyo meron ng pagka-intelligent yung mga e-trike na yun. At yun naman sa bike sharing project, ito yung gusto nating makita. Again, medyo may pagka-intelligent din yun, di ba? Para hindi manakaw, anytime gusto mong kumuha doon, hindi naman permanente sa yung bike. And hopefully, magamit ito sa mga iba't ibang area, no, na maraming nangangailangan ng mobility at nang sa ganun ay hindi naman kailangan puro magdala ng mga sasakyan ng mga tao. Noong araw kasi, alam niyo, diyan sa UP campus ay wala namang masyadong mga sasakyan, di ba? Kaya tumatango siya, alam niya yata. Nung nag-aaral kami, maswerte na yung merong 2 may kotse sa klase. Talaga naman kami ay siksikan. Oo. Pero ngayon halos ang dami na may sasakyan po. So, yun. Tapos siguro, sisingit ko na rin na nag-issue na ito. Bigyan na ito. Mag-i-issue mamaya. Ito po yung press release na nagpirmahan kami. One of the 6 memoranda of understanding that was signed in Beijing just 8 o'clock. So, 20 hours ago. Okay? Yung 4 plus 12, 18 hours ago, ito pong signing ng mga MOU at one of them is the Memorandum of Understanding on Science and Technology. Yung pong kapirmahan ko ay Ito yung Minister of Science and Technology ng China. At mamaya naman ibibigay namin sa inyo yung kopya ninyo tungkol dito. So, there were 6 agreements that were signed. Kami ni Yusek Keb ay sumubok na maging jet setter. Dumating kami doon ng alas 12 ng tanghali sa Beijing. Nagpirmahan ng alas 8 ng gabi. At umuwi kami ng alauna ng madaling araw. So, okay. So, tungkol sa food safety, ito siguro yung isa sa mga topics na talagang napakalapit dun sa aming tagline na Science for the People. Kasi ito talaga, diretso po ang benepisyo nito sa mga tao. Yung nalaman nila kung ano yung safe na food at saka dun din sa mga nagpo-produce at nagtitinda. But more than that, may mga aspeto dito na hindi lang siya safety, kundi may pagka-food security rin. Alam niyo, nagulat ako doon sa statistics dito na kung maise-save lang daw, kahit 1/4 nung sinasayang na pagkain at nasasayang for different reasons, including na yung poor packaging, ma-feed lahat ng tao na hindi sufisyente ang pagkain. So, welcome to this media conference on food safety. Okay, so sila na lang ang mag-project. I'm still on slide 1. So, I would like to thank all of you who came here. And ang ganda pala ng ganitong setting, parang feeling ko, punong-puno tayo. Yung siksikan tayo, masaya. Oo. And today actually marks another special day for us as we get the opportunity to talk about our initiatives on food safety. Next slide, please. Okay. Makikita ninyo, kayo na ang bahalang magbigay ng pangalan. Ano ba yung mga nakikita niyong pagkain dyan? Iba-iba pangalan yan. Merong Adidas, merong may mga pangalan yan eh. Tonto ako doon sa Adidas, at saka Walkman. Yung blood na square. So, sigurado ka bang malinis ang pagkain mo? Is it safe to eat? Will I get sick? Baka panis na. Madalas tayo nakakarinig ng balita na kumain lang ng spaghetti doon sa birthday dyan, 200 na yung hospital. No? Food safety is therefore the concern of everyone, and everyone has a right to clean, nutritious, and sufficient food. Food safety is therefore everyone's responsibility, included in the food safety chain. Sino yun? Yung food producers, yung manufacturers, yung mga distributors, and traders. And last June 7, 2019, not too long ago, the UN, United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, reported that about 225,000 people in the Asia-Pacific region, which includes the Philippines, die every year due to foodborne illnesses. This means that meant that foodborne illnesses killed more people than HIV or AIDS, measles, and malaria. No? So, mas marami pala ang namatay because of foodborne diseases. In the Philippines, there were 209 reported foodborne disease outbreaks for the period 2005 to June 2018, a period of about more than 12 years. According to a recent study conducted by the Department of Food Science and Nutrition of UP Diliman, meat containing diseases were the most common foods identified to be contaminated. Okay? Again, parang sariwa pa yung mga narinig nating news kakailan lang ng mga nilusob ng mga storage ng food. Okay? Yan sa mga iba't ibang lugar sa Maynila na nag-i-store ng mga contaminated na mga food. Food service eating facilities and households also are found prone to outbreak occurrences. Primary causes of infections were identified to be Salmonella, Henipavirus, Entamoeba histolytica, and Vibrio parahemolyticus. Ako, ang kaya ko lang tandaan dito yung Salmonella. Okay? Food safety in the Philippines. Next slide. Wala na. So at DOST, we do our part in trying to provide the necessary support in every stage of the food chain, from the agricultural aspect of food production to the needed equipment in food processing, packaging, and even equipment which pass food grade standards in selling cooked meals. The DOST also provides food safety training to restaurants and food service establishments. So makikita niyo mamaya, ultimo yung mga food carts, pinapakialaman natin. No? Guided by the principles of Republic Act 10611 or the Food Safety Act of 2013, we will showcase today the technologies, the programs, and the projects of our Food and Nutrition Research Institute, our Industrial Technology Development Institute, our PSHERD, and of course, yung pinakamalapit sa atin dito, ang DOST and CR, in supporting our country's food safety regulatory system in order to protect the public from foodborne and waterborne illnesses and unsanitary, unwholesome, misbranded, or adulterated food. Gusto lang namin linawin dito na hindi naman kami ang talagang primary responsible for regulation as far as ang aming ginagawa dito ay research, okay, information dissemination, training, and as needed, yung mga development ng mga needed support systems like equipment, like packaging, para mabawasan natin yung risk. So the integrated, next slide. Okay. So yan na, nandiyan na tayo ngayon. Next slide shows the programs that we have, our integrated food safety R&D program, our enhancement of testing capabilities, our human resource development program on food safety, and the knowledge and technology transfer and policy advocacy program. So, yung food safety research and development, handled po yan ng Food and Nutrition Research Institute. Yung enhancement of testing capabilities on food safety is handled by, led by our DOST Region 11. Of course, sa ITDI ay nandyan din yan. At yung Human Resource Development Program naman, ang nangangasiwa nito ay ang DOST Calabarzon. May representative pa dito ngayon ng Calabarzon. Nandiyan sila, si Lydia. And then the knowledge and technology transfer on food safety is done by our TAPI. So, from the previous months, DOST has conducted several food safety related seminars and trainings, technical consultancy, and also the preparation of manuals and other food safety services for micro, small, and medium enterprises with the help of different collaborating agencies. Siguro banggitin namin na nakatulong po dito yung assistance na ibinigay ng Temasek Foundation of Singapore, na actually sila yung nag-offer ng training on food safety. Lydia, ilan yung nag-benefit doon? 120 staff from DOST, from DOH, okay? Meron ba taga-DA na nakinabang doon sa Department of Agriculture? Ay, pasalamat din natin sa Temasek Foundation. Ilang araw kayo doon? Iba-iba. Okay. So, but this was a very thorough program. Kaya pagbalik nila dito, tsaka natin inayos yung mga 4 na programa na yan. We believe that through these efforts and with the support of the food safety regulatory agencies, we can create a united front against preventable foodborne diseases. Next slide shows an example of the output that we had after that training program in Singapore. Ang inuna nila through the leadership of our DOST Calabarzon, okay? In consultation with researchers from UP Diliman and the DOST Regional Food Safety Team, they developed the so-called DOST Unified Food Safety Training Modules on food safety hazards, basic food hygiene, and good manufacturing practices intended for micro, small, and medium food manufacturing enterprises. Ang inspirasyon namin dito sa Singapore, pag kumain ka doon, di ba? Meron kang class ABC, yung mga kainan. Pero yung class ABC ba yan, ano ibig sabihin?
A, very clean. B, medyo clean. C, bahala ka na sa kama.
So, nakalagay yun. Nakalagay. Meron silang categories. So, we will do that. As of today, these modules have already been deployed across all our regional offices and the research and development institutions and councils and have been made available hindi lang Ingles o hindi Filipino and Cebuano. Next, the Food Safety Consultancy Program. Ito naman is a holistic framework of interventions geared towards building the food industry players' capacity and compliance to current food safety requirements and regulations. Alam naman natin na ang talagang ultimate na nagre-regulate pagdating dun sa pag-produce, pag-manufacture, pag-process ay ang FDA, Food and Drug Administration, which is under the Department of Health. Malaki ang coverage sila dyan, mga gamot, mga cosmetics, pagkain. So the first program component is the so-called Food Safety Assessment for our MSMEs, which includes assistance on plant layout, food safety audit, training on good manufacturing practices, GMP, yung HACCP, and ano ba ibig sabihin ng HACCP? Critical control points, labeling and packaging. And the second component is the training itself, the food safety training. Kaya ay yung mga natulungan namin, lalo na yung mga beneficiaries ng aming program sa Small Enterprise Technology Upgrading Program, marami sa kanila ay natulungan na because of this food safety consultancy program na mabilis na makuha ang kanilang LTO, License to Operate from the FDA. Nakita ko yung mga examples niyan. Now, what are the impacts of the food safety consultancy program? Nakikita po natin dyan sa ating slide na una-una dahil doon sa ginagawang parang pag-improve ng kanilang practices, gumaganda yung layout nila for a better flow of materials and personnel, that adds to productivity. The improved GMP compliance, yan ang isa sa napakahalaga, yung good manufacturing practices. Kasi dito, pagka hindi sumusunod dito, nandyan talaga ang malaking risk na masalisikan ka ng mga unsafe practices. And then the easier time and effort to secure permits. Ito yung isa sa mga very concrete kasi talaga namang mahirap kumuha ng permit, ano? Dahil there is safety regulations. And the other of course, yun to the right of your slide, nakikita niyo yung mga ibang ultimate output. So meron kang well-documented processes and records, increased productivity, reduce wastages and other losses, and ultimately, safe, consistent, and standard quality of food products. Dito, mabutit na dito si Director Jojo ng DOST NCR. Natatandaan ko nung nakaraan nilang RSTW last year, pinatikman niya kung itong mga pagkain na gawa na nitong mga in-assist natin na maka-acquire ng FDA LTO through DOST assistance. Kita ninyo yung mga labels. So, Kitchen Witcher, Food Ventures, Latsa Pizza, Pinky's Goodies, Jokwan, Chili Crunch. Sample lang ito, Sukang Paumbong. Itong Sukang Paumbong ito. Gusto kong pagsabihan ang munisipyo ng Paumbong, ayan, sa kabagalan ninyo, in-adapt na ng lahat ng tao yung name na Sukang Paumbong kahit hindi galing sa Sukang, kahit hindi galing sa Paumbong. Perinos Bibingka, which has been there for a long time, and others like cakes and bakes, Best Life, Mixed Herb Syrup, etc. Itong lugar nito is another, lahat ng mga okay. Talaga. Now, the importance of packaging naman. Nandito ang ating packaging guru, si Daisy, na natapa-tapa kami. Nag-uusapan na namin yung packaging niya. Every year around the globe, there are 1.3 trillion tons of food wasted. Okay? This number represents 1/3 of the total food produced for human consumption. Kaya sabi nga dito in italics, in heavy print, bold print, even if just 1/4 of the food currently lost or wasted can be saved, that would be enough to feed 870 million hungry people in the world. Okay? And in developing countries like the Philippines, the food losses for fresh produce, ito yung mga gulay pa lang ay nasisira na, o kaya naman yung meat pa lang ay nasisira na, 20 to 70% ang food losses. And unfortunately, there is limited understanding on the importance of packaging in reducing food loss from farm to market. In the supply chain, packaging can either protect and preserve the food or can be a source also of contamination. So yung packaging can protect, okay, can prolong the food, the life of the food, but it can also be a source of contamination through the migration of components. All packaging intended for food contact must therefore be certified as food grade. Overall migration test is conducted to determine the product package compatibility. The next slide shows a write-up on our packaging technology division of the Industrial Technology Development Institute. Actually, nalibang ako kaya ako na late dahil sinalubong ko yung mga bisita ng ITDI. They are the visitors coming from the rubber industry. They will visit to two institutes, ITDI and MIRDC. Sa MIRDC kasi yung mga gulong, pag-test ng mga rubber tires. Sa ITDI, basically, yung rubber research facilities ang titingnan nila. Pero I suggested na pumunta rin sa packaging. Kasi, di ba, rubber can be a material, di ba? For packaging. Lalo na pagka yung, if you're transporting material, para masira. Formerly known as the Packaging R&D Center, it's now a regular division as of 2009, and its mission is to contribute in making Philippine products globally competitive through world-class and sustainable packaging technology. Not all papers like cellophane, Japanese paper can be considered food grade unless certified as such. Through the study conducted by the DOST Packaging Technology Division, it is now a policy of the Food and the Drug Administration to have the packaging material certified as food grade. Naalala ko tuloy nung araw, bata-bata pa ako. Nagpunta ako sa Australia for a training, and dumating ako doon gabi ng linggo. Okay? Now, siyempre, nagutom ako, naghanap ako ng makakainan. I went to a burger shop, okay? So I ordered hamburger and fries, okay? Hindi na sa akin yung French fries. Isang balutan ng Manila paper na French fries. Para siyang unan sa dami. Siguro 5 ang kumain nun, hindi mauubos. You know? Anyway, naalala ko lang kasi yung balutan pati, nakabalot siya ng Manila paper. Ayun. Malinis naman yung food grade. Okay. Now, packaging of fresh produce is important. Okay? Pakita natin yung example ng fresh produce dyan. Meron kamote at merong cauliflower ba yun? Broccoli. At yung sa dulo, nakapackage na. As an example of DOST packaging technology, we have fresh produce packaging. Vegetables and fruits used to be transported in various size containers without proper packaging. DOST's intervention resulted in the use of newly designed corrugated transport boxes. The positive result is immediate and apparent. The documented damage of fresh broccoli dropped from 40 to 70% to only 14%. And for sweet potato, proper curing and maturation improved its quality. So the use of appropriate transport packaging reduced visible damages on the vegetable. And the interventions of the packaging division resulted in 95% reduction in damage due to scratches, broken tips, etc. Now, the other thing related to packaging is labeling. Okay? Labeling. Susunod. Dito, ang ginamit na example is Island Fruits Chewy Fruit Mix Okay? Ang reasons natin for food labeling is of course para maiwasan natin na yung mga allergic ay kumain ng mga pagkain nakaka-allergic sa kanila, and of course for dietary purposes and dietary needs. So each country has its own set of mandatory labeling requirements. Labels can indicate the ingredients which will be helpful in medical concerns like allergies or dietary requirements. Now, another example here, Hakubina, pangalan ba ito ng company o pangalan ng pagkain? Yung pagkain natin ay parang biskwit na masarap, di ba? Yung Hakubina. Before the intervention, kita niyo yung packaging niya, cellophane ba yun? The original packaging for Hakubina is a single-layer film with a shelf life of 3 weeks. With high barrier packaging technology, the shelf life is enhanced and improved up to 6 months, expanding the market potential of the product. Nakita niyo yung Hakubina na yun, nasa ibaba. Okay? And the high barrier packaging technology prevents the permeation of water vapor, oil, oxygen, aroma, flavor, gas, or light. The product's formulation can be impacted adversely if these elements migrate into or out of the packets. Another example, pastel. This is from Cagayan de Oro, di ba? Okay. Magnet of Cagayan de Oro. Before the intervention, ayun ang kanilang packaging. Meron silang parang, ano ba tawag doon? Box, okay? Which make the packaged product susceptible to cross-contamination. So, ginawa siya ng packaging using high barrier primary packaging, not only ensuring product safety, but as well as increasing the shelf life from 5 to 7 days to 30 days. Ito yung isang, asan ba yung muron ng mamaya, kapakita ko, meron yata tayo. Multi-layer, high barrier packaging. Another example, this is in transporting frozen durian fruit. Okay? Through the intervention of DOST, a multi-layer, high barrier packaging technology was developed to keep flavor and aroma of fresh durian. May example ka ba, Daisy, ng kumpanya na gumagawa nito? Rosario's, based in Davao. Okay? Eto na, yung tuwa-tuwa ko dahil nabisita namin to about 3 weeks ago, the retort pouch packaging technology, which now extends the life of the muron, okay? From 2 to 3 days can be up to 1 year without refrigeration. Andyan yung dating suman, ayan siya sa kaliwa, at ayun na yung kanyang itsura ngayon na gumagamit na ng retort pouch packaging. Makes it safe and stable for at least 1 year without refrigeration. Ang actually yung una natin na tinulungan nyo, yung suman sa liya sa Mindoro. Oo, Mindoro. Na may kasama ng latik sa loob pag nakapackage. Doon ka ngayon makakakita ng suman na hindi na siya korteng suman, kundi parang bricks na yung korte. Oo. Now, punta naman tayo sa ibang klase ng food. Ito naman yung disaster and relief foods. Kasi napakadalas nating magkaroon ng mga evacuation centers dahil sa mga disasters. Dyan ay kailangan marami kang supply ng pagkain. Diba? Ngayon ay parang dinidiscourage na natin yung mga lucky meat. Yung ano tawag doon, mga noodles na walang nutritious content. So, pero masarap. Oo. So ngayon, nag-develop ang ITDI ng ibang alternatives katulad nitong Pack of Hope. Ito yung arroz caldo. Hindi mo na tututubigan kasi may sabaw na siya. Kasama na yung malagkit na ginagamit dito, di ba? At siyempre, kung gusto mo mas masarap, pwede mo iinit. Okay? Now, the ready-to-eat chicken arroz caldo was the first to be developed and considered as a first-stage relief good. This arroz caldo was developed to satisfy both hunger and thirst. Okay? So, may solid siya, may sabaw. Within 40 hours after the disaster has happened. Of course, hindi naman pwede puro ganyan lang kakainin nila. So, at least yung immediate na pangangailangan. So this product can be consumed by everyone regardless of age, culture, and religion. So meron na bang halal dito? Halal na yan. Okay. Okay. Packaging is lightweight, easy to open, and can be consumed directly from the pouch. So pwede mo nang higupin from the pouch. The chicken rescaldo can be distributed by aerial drop. Okay? So yung mga hirap puntahan, pwede siyang ihulog mula sa helicopter o sa aeroplano or to a sea surface, land or water submersion. It is packed at 200 grams per pouch and shelf stable for 1 year. After the success of this chicken rescaldo, ready to eat, other meals were developed like the smoked fish rice meal or the kanin with kinapa, and then the kasaba in light syrup as well as boiled sweet potato. Now, pumunta na tayo sa medyo high-tech na lingwahe. So, we are presenting here in this slide the technology that has been adopted by the Department of Food Science and Nutrition, of course with support from DOST, plasma technology for the non-thermal sterilization of food products, packaging, and contact surfaces in food processing. It uses plasma for sterilization of food products, contact surfaces, and packaging. So hindi siya yung usual na pinapakuluan mo at gagamitan ng steam. So this is actually a project led by a young scientist, Dr. Alonso Gabriel of the College of Home Economics, okay? Food and Science and Nutrition Department. Plasma processing is a non-thermal method for sterilization suitable for heat-sensitive materials. Kasi may mga materials na sensitive sa heat. So it is actually gaining much acceptance and popularity in relation to food technology applications. It addresses the disadvantage of using high temperature or using chemical. Nakakakontaminate sila in food service establishments. Conventional analysis usually takes 3 days for a presumptive test and 10 days for a confirmed result. So, with the dipstick project kit done also by the UP, UP Los Baños National Institute of Molecular Biology and Biotechnology, nakadevelop sila ng dipstick project kit, and you can detect and confirm positive results of the presence of salmonella only within a day. So the technology is also portable. As such, it removes the cumbersome process of bringing food samples to the laboratory for testing. So it can be used in a restaurant, in a hotel, even in a carinderia, or even a remote location in the province. So ewan ko lang kung ito yung na-roll out. Hindi po siya na-roll out. So with your help, baka pwede na-roll out. The other research output that we have was done by biotech in again the National Institute of Molecular Biology and Biotech in UP Los Baños. They developed the DNA-based nanobiosensor for foodborne and waterborne pathogens, developed with the help of a Malik scientist from Michigan State University, Dr. Evangeline Alosilha. The system, which was dubbed KickSense by the team of Dr. Elegado, offers a quick Quick sense. Okay, kick sense. Easy way to sense or detect the presence of harmful bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella in our food, water, or in animal feeds. Kick sense captures target DNA from samples through a 30-second extraction protocol. Unlike other commercially viable detection systems, KickSense eliminates the need for lengthy sample preparations, therefore significantly lowering detection time up to 5 hours only. Lastly, it allows analysts to perform the detection protocol even outside the laboratory. Thus, it is possible to monitor the presence of harmful bacteria off-site and on-site. Hindi pa rin ito commercialized. Malapit na. Pero ito na, meron na silang sample nung kit na nakikita niyo yung hawak-hawak. Ano? So, maliit lang siya. Now, pumunta naman tayo sa low-tech. Sanitary food cart. Okay? Ito yung sample. Ayun. Nakikita niyo yung dalawang food cart sa likod. Yan. Para sa mga street food vendors. Kasi kita naman natin, of course, medyo ngayon parang pinapaalis na yata sila sa mga kalsada. Ewan ko saan sila. Hindi mo pa rin maiaalis yan kasi ang mga tao, hinahanap pa rin yan. No? Kahit saan sila lumipat. So, it offers convenience and affordability for local consumers. They have raised food safety concerns since they are prepared, served, and consumed in these streets. Baka hindi lang naman tayo meron ganito kahit sa ASEAN country ka pumunta, you have street food sa Thailand, sa Vietnam. Okay. So they are convenient and very affordable. However, the safety of street food is uncertain as most vendors do not register their businesses and they do not undergo vetting processes. So most food pathogens and spoilage bacteria occur anywhere in the environment. However, this can be prevented by keeping food out of the temperature danger zone and the use of food-grade materials. So DOST NCR has designed a sanitary food cart made from food-grade material to keep food hot and reduce the risk of foodborne disease, illness from street foods. The design is open for adoption by LGUs. Wala nang bayad na kopyahin ito. Pwede na kopyahin. Okay? And the design can be a basis for stalls of stationary vendors in designated areas. Okay, kita niyo yung food cart design at nakita naman niyo yung actual. So they use stainless steel since this material will not rust and is non-corrosive. Also heat resistant. It also does not change the color or taste or smell of food, making it neutral to any food item, thus making it food grade, and it complies with food safety standards. So yung specifications are nandito, stainless steel 304 or stainless steel 316. So the two models boast of the following accessories. A built-in steam warmer. Okay, pwede ito sa mga siopaw din, ano? Tsaka mga, anong paborito natin? Siomay. It comes equipped with an LPG stove to heat the water-filled pan to generate steam to keep the food warm. It is made for vendors who sell pre-cooked food and the cost is 51,000 pesos. Okay. The model on the right, yun dapat nating lagyan ng label yan. Or something that will say it is a food safe. Meron siya. Maliit lang. So, the model that you see here utilizes the excess heat produced during cooking. Halimbawa, nagluluto ka ng fishball ba piniprito? Banana cube, diba piniprito niya? Kikiam. So, may excess heat yan during cooking na pwede mong gamitin, ilagay dun sa warmer, pagtakuhin mo yung heat sa warmer, and so, yun, 50,000 ang cost. So, lastly, I think I will show you, hindi lang yung food cart, kundi yung nagtitinda na rin. Kita naman yun, nakaputi siya, may hairnet, okay? At gumagamit siya nga nitong food cart na ito. At dito sa gawing kanan, makikita niyo kami ni Yusek Ger na sumasample na. Yusek Bread. At saka yung nasa gawing kanan na medyo walang buhok, si Jojo yun. So, as I end, allow me to summarize by saying that food safety covers every situation from the farm to market to our homes or in the streets. In every stage, science and technology plays a key role in making sure that the food we consume is safe for consumption. So in today's presentation, you have seen how Science for the People ensures food safety in the Philippines. Okay? Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat po, Secretary, for bringing science to the people through our food safety solutions, right? So, we have a question and answer portion, but before we proceed there, we missed to hear a few words from the Director of the Food and Nutrition Research Institute, Dr. Mario Capanzana, who now has the floor.
Maraming salamat, Director Richards, at magandang tanghali po sa ating lahat. Sorry po, I missed the kanina kasi I got a phone-in interview with the GMA 7. But it's about the hot news na about 10 million of Filipinos are lasenggo po. So I think that's as a result of our National Nutrition Survey. So we provide them with how we conducted the survey, and it's about yung binge drinking of 20 years and over na nakakainom sa isang upuan na 5 alak o 5 shot o bote. Yung po according to the World Health Organization, yung po ang definition ng binge drinking, yung manginginom sa loob ng sa nakaraang 3 araw. So ito po ay isa sa aming mga output ng aming survey na nakikita natin kung paano at bibigyan ng intervention yung ating mga manginginom. So yun po yung aking But before that, I would like to thank all of you for being here. Ang Food and Nutrition Research Institute po ay isa sa mga ahensya ng department na nagtataguyod ng food safety as mentioned. Pero gusto ko lang pong banggitin yung nutrition safety din. So pag sinabi pong nutrition safety, we need to look at also yung excesses and intake. And according to our guidelines, yung pong kasobrahan, lalong-lalo na of course yung alak at yung pagkain na mas matataba, maalat at matatamis. So po, we limit all those things, and that's part of our food and nutrition safety. But I think as DOST, we are also part of the Food Safety Regulatory Board na parte ng Food Safety Act. So ano po ang role ng DOST at ng FNRI or buong DOST is to provide guidance or coordinate implementation of food safety regulation and conduct research. Kaya nga po, sabi ni Secretary kanina, we have this integrated food safety program na naglalayong bigyan ng mga research output ang ating mga kababayan na pwedeng maging basihan ng mga polisiya, ng programa na makapaghatid ng safety of our food. So, kasama po dito yung R&D na ginagawa ng mga iba-ibang ahensya. But before the enactment of the law, ang ating pong regional offices ay since 2006 ay nagkaroon na ng food safety team. Kaya nga po, yun yung aming tinutulungan din in terms of capacity building. At bilang kasama sa Food Safety Regulatory Board ng Department of Health, ang DOST po ay atasang maging chair ng Technical Working Group para mag-harmonize ng food safety training at saka yung ating recognition of food safety training providers. So yun lang po at maraming pong salamat sa ating lahat at magandang tanghali po.
Thank you, Dr. Capanzana. So now we know that binge drinking has no basis in genetics, but it can impact your health and nutrition, so be careful. What's the limit? 5 portions. 5 drinks.
Urine.
4, okay. But in doon sa southern part of Luzon, mas malakas uminom ng mga babae, di ba? Yes. Mas malakas yata sila uminom ng lampanok. Alright. So, we open the floor for questions. You can direct your question to anyone in the panel. Please identify yourself and raise your question. Okay. Ayan, natapon na yung sugar mo.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. I'm one of the last to arrive, but pagpatuloy niyo po na isa pa ako sa unang may tanong. My question is addressed to our Honorable Secretary Fortunato Boyta, Seco de la Peña. Secretary, yung po bang food safety na pinag-uusapan natin, kung ating pagbabasihan po ang mga pagsisikap na nagawa ng ating mga otoridad sa kalusugan, sa ating pong agham at teknolohiya, mga ilang bahagda na po na mga dapat na ma-address nating problema sa food safety ang ating na pong nagawa, at ano pa po yung maidadagdag nyong sa posibilidad na sa inaharap ay makatutulong upang yung mga nagawa nyo na ay lalo pa pong mapaunlad. Salamat po.
Wala akong basihan, pero wala akong basihan ng kung ilang bahagdan. So ang akin more or less ano tawag dito, educated guess, no? Katingin ko, kauumpisa pa lang kasi, wala pa tayo sa 10% ng nararating na clientele, no? At yan ay mga kailangan ng suporta ng ating mga partner agencies, ang DOH, ang DA, at saka tayo, ang DOST. So, kaya nga tayo nagkaroon ng media conference, parang simula pa lang ito ng creating awareness, no? Dahil hindi ganun kadali. Excite lang kami ng mga examples, ng mga best cases, but parang ano lang ito patikim pa lang para marating mo lahat yan. Medyo malaking investment din, at saka siguro hindi kasi yung 3 taon natin na natitira pa sa aming administration. But with the help of actually sa formal education system ng mga bata, dapat ipaintindi sa kanila yan. Bukod pa dun sa mga efforts ng media people, okay? At pwede rin gawing programa yan ng mga local government units, kasi sila naman ang nagbibigay ng mga permit sa mga negosyo. Kahit nga yung informal sector, minamonitor din ng mga LGUs. Malaki ang magiging role nila dyan.
Salamat po, Secretary. So, nintay po namin na makatanggap ang STI ng resources from FNRI and RTDI related to food safety. This will increase the value of our collection. Alright, si Melly po, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. Ha? Age. Pumayag ka ba doon?
Parehas naman silang
So ano na lang, from south to north. Alright, from south to north. Melly?
Madali lang po ang question ko. Kasi po kung food safety ito at meron pong mga nag-adapt na, kung hindi yung mga adapter na yon, halimbawa, tapos binili po ng mga consumer, kapag may nag-retail, halimbawa, retail po, tapos ginamit po nila yung ating mga packaging, gumawa sila ng sarili nila. Ibig sabihin, hindi sila sumunod. Meron bang penalty? Second question ko po. Okay, sa inyo po yan, yung first. Second po, Dr. Capansana. Pwede bang ipaliwanag natin? Kasi po yung sinasabi nilang cholesterol ay galing daw po yun sa mga pritong mga ulam at hindi daw ho basically nakukuha doon sa mga lechon. So, can you explain that? Thank you.
Let's on daw po muna. Tingnan natin. Pag sinabi pong cholesterol, ito po yung ating part ng fatty acids. Ang plant-based po actually, in general, wala siyang cholesterol. Ang cholesterol ay nagagaling sa mga plant, sa animal food, so animal fat. So kung ano pong example ng pagkain sinabi nyo? Prito. Kung ito po yung, di ba, sinasabi nila kung ating yung coconut oil or palm oil, no cholesterol, or talaga pong wala yun kasi plant-based. Kung manggagaling po ito sa mga animal, katulad halimbawa ng ito yung ating mga issue ngayon ng trans fats. Yung ating pandesal, ginamitan ng lard o yung tabak. Lard galing sa animals yun eh. So maaaring magkaroon siya ng cholesterol at this will result to the saturated fatty acid na maaaring magkaroon ng trans fats. Ano po ang trans fats? Ang trans fats ay yung na medyo hindi maganda sa ating katawan na nagkakaroon tayo ng cardiovascular diseases. So yun po, pag plant-based, wala pong cholesterol. Pag animal-based, may cholesterol po sa iba-ibang level. Kung ito po yung litson, alam po naman natin ang litson, depende sa parte ng litson. So yun po, may cholesterol po.
Kami ng wife ko nagtatalo. Pag nagluluto ako, hindi ba yung cooking oil naman na nabibili natin, yung mga binola, hindi naman animal yun, di ba? Eh kung magluto kasi ako, at magigisa, maraming mantika. Nagagalit ka. Sabi ko, wala namang ano yun, di ba? Wala namang cholesterol. O ano ba masama? Nagigisa ako ng mga
kung nagisa ka po ng gulay, maganda po yun. Yung pong gamitan ng may oil, pero hindi naman excessive kasi may tayong guidelines, limit intake of fatty foods. So, yung fatty foods po yun. So, kung sobra naman madami, ay parang hindi na safe. So, may mga requirement po tayo. Pero yung klase ng fat, yun ang ating pag-uusapan. Kung ang fat ay coming from animals na may cholesterol, at ito ay medyo more on saturated fat, ay hindi po maganda. Hindi ko lang po matandaan, pero may limit tayo ng fat intake.
Actually, hindi ko din alam, Meli, kung may batas na halimbawa mo, ikaw ay bumili ng isang sakong cropek. Tapos tinipid yan, tiningi-tingi mo. Oo. Hindi sinunod yung packaging. May nangyari. Wala tayong batas doon.
Hindi mamomonitor po kasi.
Legislative agenda.
Gano'n po madalas yung monitoring?
Pag walang batas, walang enforcer, pag may nagkasakit, sino nagmo-monitor doon? Right. So FDA po tayo kakatok. Ito ng FDA, Food and Nutrition Research Institute. Research and development, focus natin. But implementation, monitoring, enforcement, another agency. Tapos na lang.
Kay DOST NCR po, Sir, ito pong food cart na diniscuss ni Secretary, it costs 51,000. So, tayo po ngayon ay nasa issue ng yung mga food cart na pinapalis sa mga sidewalks, mga gano'n-gano'n. Sa pangkaraniwang vendor, yung 51,000 po ay napakalaking halaga. And then, first po tanong ko, paano makaka-avail ang pangkaraniwang vendor na kumukuha lang ng puhunan sa Bombay para maka-avail ng 51,000 na to. Ito po ba yung hulugan? And then yung dalawang nasa labas na example, papasok din po ba rito yung mga natulungan ng DOST NCR like yung pong nabiyayaan ng paglulong sa, di ba, ang hanap buhay mga vendor, gumagawa ng mga ganyan. Papasok din po ba sila para maka-avail din silang gumawa para dun sa i-avail naman ng mga vendor? Nakuha niyo po? Kasi like in Venezuela, may natulungan ng DOST NCR na gumagawa ng mga ganyan. So, parang give and take na rin na sila rin ay matulungan gumawa para naman makuha yung, kasi parang ang mahal ng 51,000. At ito po ba ay merong mga terms like yung hulugan o magkano yung down, like po yung gano'n? Tama po ba yun?
Thank you, ma'am. Ganito ang istorya ho ni Food Cart. Maalala niyo po ba yung istorya ng Hepa Lane sa Maynila? Sa Arpapa, Moraita, pumutok yung outbreak ng Hepa dyan dahil sa street food vendor dyan sa harapan. So, yung DOST, nagpaimbita na sa lokal na pamanuwi, imbitahan nyo kami dyan, may tutulong kami. Okay. So, nagkaroon ng awareness seminar doon sa lokal na pamahalaan, doon sa sanitary group nila, kung ano yung food safety. Ngayon, isa sa mga sources ng contamination ay yung ginagamit nilang kariton at yung mga utensils na ginagamit nila at yung paraan ng pagdadamit nila kung paano sila nagluluto. So, tinuro natin yon. So, yung mga engineers natin coming from ITDI, dati sila Engineer Mel Balticania, si Engineer Ogie Prospero, yan yung mga batikan na veterano ng ITDI na sa food. Nagdisenyo sila. Design lang yun sa atin, ang pinagbayad natin dyan yung lokal na pamahalaan. Hindi ang DOST. Kasi gusto rin namin sa DOST na laruin yung idea na yung food safety ay concern ng lahat. So we involve the local government. Yan. Ngayon, hindi lang nag-prosper. That was supposed to be 10. Ngayon, nung we're trying to sell it to the idea to the local government of Manila, nung yung past administration, kaya nga sila, okay na, nagbayad na sila, bumili na sila. Nagkaroon naman ng conflict do sa policy ng MMDA noon na clearing operation. So natigil. So this coming September, we are now going to Mayor Isko para to sell the idea of this food cart vendor uli doon sa Arpapa, Moraita area. Na magkaroon, wag lahat ng vendor doon, alisin natin. Pwede natin silang tulungan, pwede natin pag-usayan yung kanilang galing at talino sa pagluluto. No? Ito mukhang kariton lang to. Sa mata ng maraming tao, kariton lang ito. Pero sa mata ng mamimili, kung makakita ka ng kariton na ganyan, at naka-hairnet, at naka-gloves yung natitinda, hindi ka ba magkakaroon ng sense of security do sa bibili mong pagkain? Kariton lang yan sa mata ng iba. Pero security yan sa mata ng mga customer natin. So, ganun yung konsepto natin dyan. Nag-training po kami doon sa street vendors ng Arpapa at Moraita. At patuloy po kaming nakikipag-ugnayan sa barangay 412 doon sa kapitan doon para patuloy pa magkaroon ng monitoring sa ginagawa nila. Ngayon, hindi lang namin kaya mag-isa to. Kaya nga sasangguni kami sa office ni Mayor Isko kasi kailangan namin silang i-engage, i-involve doon sa community kasi di araw-araw kaya ng DOST na umistambay sa Moraita at magbantay. So kailangan namin ang tulong ng lokal. Ito nga, pag ginawa namin to, gagawin namin model ito para ibenta naman yung ideya at konteksto, konsepto sa ibang lokal na pamahalaan. Yeah.
At saka hindi lang sa region NCR. Nakikita na nga ng ibang regional directors ito. So, inaantay na lang at yung mga scheme kung paano natin. Usually talaga ang partner natin ay LG. So, may nag-aabang na mga regions.
Ano naman po ang problema ng mga Bombay?
Tulog ang food cart. Sa amin, ang dami Mumbai.
Alright, so let's pass the microphone.
Ganang hapon po, ako po si Jasmine Romero ng ABS-CBN. Secretary, dalawang tanong lang po, no? Siguro po ito po yung jump off from yung tanong ni Ma'am. Kung ito po bang mga technologies, paano po ba makaka-access dito yung mga ordinaryong mga entrepreneurs, mga wala namang masyadong kapital? At saka pangalawa po, ito po bang packaging na ito, paano po ba ma-address ang mga environmental concerns? Lalo na po meron mga concerns about single-use packaging. Ito po ba yung na-factor in sa pag-develop ng mga technologies?
Ayun nga, gaya na nabanggit kanina, alam niyo dito sa science and technology, kailangan kahit pa paano mag-umpisa. Kamukha niyan, at least na-develop na yung mga pwedeng magawang ekipahe. Siguro, susunod ng gagawin dyan yung kasagutan sa mga tanong ninyo kung paano ito maikakalat, mai-adapt. Hindi naman namin kaya solvein lahat ng problema ng Pilipinas, kaya nga kami nakikipagtulungan sa mga merong influensya dito, katulad ng LGUs at ng iba pa. Umaasa kami na magkakaroon ng movement man lang sana. Parang movement ba about food safety na kumbaga kung tayo nakikipag-debate sa Senado sa paggamit ng toilet, pag-usapan naman natin yung paggamit ng food safety card o iba pang mga bagay-bagay. Kasi sa palagay ko, mas marami na aapektuhan ito kaysa doon sa mga ganong. Of course, kailangan pag-usapan yun, pero hinahambing ko lang yung magnitude ng dami ng naapektuhang tao. At tungkol naman doon sa environmental.
Ito na factors, ito ba yung environmental factors ng packaging?
Oo, yun ang isa sa major consideration yun ng packaging division. In fact, patuloy ang pagre-research natin. Kaya nga tayo ngayon ay nagtatayo ng Green Packaging Department or Laboratory kasi pumupunta na tayo sa pag-research ng iba pa na mga materials, lalo na yung mga natural products na po pwedeng gamitin for packaging. At sabi ni Daisy, pati daw yung mga waste, waste ba ng food or waste ng food waste, pwedeng gamitin. Food waste, pwedeng gamitin packaging material. So, ano example, Daisy, ng food waste na pwedeng packaging material? Yung mga itinatapon natin, halimbawa, yung mga tiniba ng saging na kinatapon lang, ito pwedeng magpuno ng raw material for packaging. Rice stalks. Okay. Pero may mga success story na ba yan sa ibang bansa?
Marami naman ang mga studies na ginagawa din in other countries, gumagawa din tayo. Pero meron mga policy din in terms of food safety. So kailangan lahat ng ginagawa natin, kino-convert, dapat related sa food safety. Tapos ang ano din namin dito, it must be rationalized na hindi na tayo concerned sa environmental protection, but more so on consumer protection. So hindi lahat ng sinasabi natin mga biodegradable na packaging or food grade. So nagtitest din kami ng mga, kunyari, mga brown paper. So karamihan na na-test namin, hindi siya food grade. So, dapat, ang ano din namin dito is tingnan din yung the whole life story ng packaging. Hindi lang tinitingnan yung end use, yung final, kung tinapon mo na siya, yun ang nakikita natin. Pero hindi nakikita natin yung buong life story ng packaging. So, wala naman kami dito pinapabura na any type of packaging kasi lahat ng packaging materials they have their own advantages at disadvantages. So titingnan lang natin kung ano yung para makakaprotect sa environment at makakaprotect sa consumer. Kasi wala naman tayo nakita na pinapack na chicharon na mahaba ang shelf life na nakalagay sa paper. Kasi lahat ng packaging materials o mga contaminants are all soluble sa oil. So kahit na yung mga ink na ginagamit, naka-food grade siya. So yun, marami tayong consideration na hindi lahat ng biodegradable ay safe. Hindi ng environment. Importante sa DOST din yung consumer safety. So yun yung mas tinitingnan din namin. So kung magtanggal ka ng isang material, dapat may kapalit na siya. So kakabahin mo ang shelf life o gusto mo lang one day na shelf life? Gusto mo bang i-widen ang radius ng distribution ng product o dito pa lang sa So maraming factors to be considered. Yes, sir. Tapos mayroon din naman nakalagay sa packaging na nilalagay namin, how to dispose. So it's more important na ang gawin sa ng ordinances ay yung mga disiplina sa mga tao, how to dispose the packaging. Kasi even if you go to Japan, wala naman binaban ng plastic because the people are very disciplined mag-segregate. Because most of the plastic in general can be thermoplastic, madali siyang i-recycle. Pwede gamitin sa iba. So ang problema lang natin is the disposal. Wala tayong disiplina how to segregate. Pag nag-segregate sa bahay, sa collection, masama rin din siya. So sana yung first step natin is how to reduce the volume ng ating waste. Sabi nga ni Secretary kanina, mas marami tayong food waste and spoilage kaysa waste coming from packaging. So kung maano man natin siya, no? So yung mga dinidiscute tayo sa food, ito mga food waste. Hindi siya food spoilage. Pag hindi natin kinain lahat, food waste, kaya kainin lahat yung food waste.
Nagkatatan lang kay Mario. Minsan makayaw na siya, nakakain ko yung papel.
Cellulosic material.
Hindi lahat ng paper food grade, kaya nga sabi natin yung cellophane at saka Japanese paper. Yung ginagamit sa pulburon. Sir, kasi yung mga carcinogens, hindi ka naman naging magkakasakit. It will take about 10 years, 15 years. Kasi lahat ng mga nasa packaging na contaminants, hindi siya yung mga pathogenic, hindi more on micro. So it's more on chemical. Yes, sir. Yung mga edible films, yung basis, sir, yung mga oyster, ginagawa din siyang film para maging edible. Yun yung mga sa White Rabbit. Yung mga pinyato, yun nga sa, sir, yung pinasubo, nag-try na kami gamitin ng edible kasi di ba dumidikit siya. So, minsan kinakain yung papel doon. So, tinuruan namin kung possible na gawin siyang edible. Ako, papel, edible film.
So tanong sa mga newspapers represented here, edible ba yung papers ninyo? Maybe the future will be friendly to customers if your newspapers will be edible, di ba? Yung ink ay safe for human consumption.
Secretary, kahapon lamang po, no? So if at the moment, there are still limited, there's a limitation for the OST to propagate the technology. Halimbawa lang merong isang interesadong businessman, na gusto lang ng cart na ganyan. Ano yung, paano sila makakapag-apply, paano ba sila makakakuha ng technology, at magkano?
Ang sa frontliner na ang frontliner namin ay yung mga regional at provincial offices. In the case of Metro Manila, ang equivalent ng provincial offices dito ay yung cluster ng mga cities. No? So you have how many clusters here? 4. Okay, so yung mga nandun sa gawing south, yung mga nandun sa gawing Malabon at Valenzuela, itong Manila and Pasay, magkakalapit, at yung gawing Marikina, Pasig, San Juan area. So parang 4 na probinsya yan. So ang mga tao, whether you are interested in scholarships, whether you are interested in technology, whether you are interested in looking for money to support your technology upgrading, ang first stop niyan ay yung ating regional or provincial offices.
Magkano, sir? Kung if you're gonna give a ballpark figure,
Na ano?
magkano ang capital na pwede ilabas ng isa maliit na business? 10,000 probably to 51,000. Whichever technology na meron po mga POS, pinalapasin.
Hindi kasi namin categorize ito as a separate technology. So yung lahat ng technology upgrading namin are under the Small Enterprises Technology and Upgrading Program, which can be as small as 50,000, it can be as high as 10 million. Depende sa kanyang kakayahan. Usually walang 10,000. Masyadong maliit.
50,000 is...
Meron mga client na sila mismo ang gusto na maliit to start with. Meron ako nakausap na nagsimula siya at 80,000 sa food processing. No? Pero later on, na-realize niya na marami pa pala siyang pwedeng gawin. So, lumaki na. Yung repayment kasi dito ay walang interest.
Good morning po, Cathy Cruz po. Ang tanong ko po kay Dr. Annabel Briones, interesado po ako dun sa mga services ng ITDI. Can you mention para sa mga interesado lang po na mag-avail po ng mga services po ninyo, lalo na po dito sa tinatawag nating food technology?
Oo. Nagpadala ka na.
Magbigay lang ho ako ng halimbawa. Kasi marami din kaming test services na pinoprovide. So, in terms sa packaging division, yung shelf life testing nila, depende rin kung frozen foods, mayroong perishables, may dried foods, may high acid foods. So lahat yung mga test pwedeng i-click nyo lang yung website ng ITDI and then go to the Packaging Technology Division. At doon po yung listahan ng lahat ng mga test and analysis na ino-offer ng packaging related dito sa food safety. And then, ang aming food processing division din, meron din silang technical services na ino-offer for the thermal validation test. Itong sa mga thermally processed food. So, pwede rin doon. And then, we also have our standard and testing division. Meron din silang test and analysis sa mga microbiological, physico-chemical, para sa food din. So, i-browse lang yung ITDI website at doon ng lahat ng complete test and services na na-offer namin. And then, andun din yung mga test fees. Kasi iba-iba.
Curious lang po sa long lang. Halimbawa po, exporter po ako ng mga products. Let's say, dried fruits.
Example, yung dried mango.
Dried mango.
So, yung accredited kami ng FDA. So, ang unang hinahanap ngayon sa mango para maging export yung metabisulfite content. So, under our One Lab network, meron kaming One Lab network of testing analytical laboratories. Wala pang nag-test noong sa sulfide. So, ITDI have initiated, so nag-method validation na, and then yung HILAS po, yung nag-export ng mango, kasi yun yung isa sa nag-request for that, kasi it's really a requirement. Kung meron man yung may private lab, pinapadala pa sa abroad. So talagang naghanap kami within the network, and then wala. And then ITDI initiated yung method validation, and then through our National Metrology Laboratory, we already developed yung mga reference standard also for that. Para nag-start na po, ay papaano lang din po namin sa ISO yung method na yun. Pero method Yes. And then, ano na lang din namin yan, i-roll over.
Ano pa? Makikita pa ba ito sa website?
Sa customer portal, sa One Love na webpage, hindi pa siya doon sa ITDA na website ng lab. Kasi may method validation pa lang kami dyan sa Sulfide. So, nagpapatest na pero hindi pa namin siya pwedeng tawag nito, certified kasi ISO. Pero nagbibigay din ng results. This is just
Opo, magandang tanghali sa ating lahat. Kay Dr. Enrico Paringgit naman, sa balik po ng t-shirt, ano po yung role po ninyo para dito po sa ating pinag-uusapang food safety po? Thank you po.
Source of money po. Kami po ay namamahala ng mga pananaliksik para magkaroon po ng mga teknolohiyang magagamit para sa food safety program. Na tunghayan niyo po kanina, present ni Secretary, yung technology halimbawa tungkol sa yung quick sense, no? At saka yung dipstick. So ito pa yung mga projects basically na pinamahalaan ng Fisher upang magkaroon ng kaparaanan yung mga ating authorities para matest kaagad yung pagkakaroon ng mga bakterya, halimbawa salmonella sa ating mga pagkain. Nakita niyo po kanina mula sa 10 araw na gagaling mo pa yung test, yung sample ng pagkain nyo sa laboratorio, tapos after 10 days, doon mo palang malalaman kung merong contaminant. Yung isa naman, from so many hours to just maximum 5 hours. No? So malaking ginhawa ito, malaking convenience ito doon sa mga gusto nang i-test kung merong food contaminants sa inyong mga pagkain, particularly doon sa kung saan siya sensitive. At ito po ay hindi ginagamitan ng sample na kailangan pang dalhin sa laboratorio, gagamit ng mga high-end na equipment, kagaya ng liquid chromatography. No? Dito, merong mga nanotechnology-based na methods upang matest na doon mismo sa site. So kumbaga yung laboratorio, dadalhin mo na doon mismo sa site. Example po nito, halimbawa, magpapakain kayo, may pa-birthday kayo, no? Maramihan, na 500, 200 ang pakakainin nyo. Gusto nyo lang masiguradong ligtas yung pagkain, bibili lang kayo ng kit na to para matest. Yan. Ito po ay hindi pa napepresyuhan. It's actually designed to be very competitive with the ones out there in the market. Pero meron po kaming kasalukuyan po pinoproduce yung mga prototype for purposes of testing. Ang ginagawa po dito sa testing na to, parang kinukumpara siya doon sa pinakamalapit na technology na gumagawa na nito na galing sa labas. No? And we want to make this more competitive so it will be accessible sa ating sa mga ating end users. Halimbawa, caterer ka, gusto mo na kagad masigurado kung ligtas yung pagkain. So hasalip na dalhin mo sa laboratorio, meron ka na lang kit na to. At dahil inuulit-ulit mo naman itong gawin kada merong okasyon, malaking convenience. Yun po yung meron pong mga silang kapartner na kumpanya. Yung pong nag-develop ng technology, ang ginawa po niya, nakipag-partner po sila sa mga biling kumpanya na pwedeng mag-produce po nitong item na to. Para po kapag lumabas na yung resulta ng kanilang pag-aaral, diretso na pong imamass produce. Yung production po nito ngayon is for purposes of testing. Yan. So, siguro hanggang next year, lalabas na po siya sa merkado.
Yeah. Hello po. So, I don't know who should answer this, but it's about certification regarding hazard analysis and critical control point, HACCP. Since this is a system in international organization for standardization, ISO 22000 is about food safety, right? So how do we apply the ISO 22000 in Philippines scenario? Do we have a certification designed for Philippines market? do we already have that one? The ISO 22000 po.
Marami pong standard sa food safety. Unang-una yung SSOP, GMP, then HACCP. Pero po yung HACCP, ang DOST po tumutulong para mag-comply ang mga industry o mga food processor comply with the HACCP requirement. Meron po tayong certifying body ng HACCP. So, ito po ay PAB, Philippine Accreditation Bureau, or meron po tayong PUB at yung mga iba pa na talagang traceable yung kanilang standard to international. So, mga private po. At saka yung PUB is DTI. So, yun po yung mga proseso. Kung ISO 17025, yun po yung accreditation ng ating laboratory, yung Philippine Accreditation Bureau po ay nagbibigay nun. Yung ISO 9000, marami pong may government din, may mga private na nagsa-certify. Ang DOST po ay nagbibigay lang ng capacity building sa ating mga regional offices, yung mga training providers, para mag-comply sa requirement ng HACCP.
Accredited yung training group. Para pa makapagdak ng training. Accredited pa.
Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Ako po si Camilo Milientes ng Liga ng Broadcasting ng Pilipinas at saka ng PMI. Ang tanong ko ay marahil kasi ang DOST is also working with the Department of Health, no, at saka sa FDA, no. Hindi naman siguro independent ng kilos ninyo, no. Lately kasi lumabas sa mga balita yung paggagawa nitong longganisa, no, na nakita natin itong mga longganisa ay ito pala yung galing sa bituka ata ng certain animal, ano.
Depende po.
Oo, ngayon ibinibilad nila sa ilalim ng tulay na nilalangaw. Bagamat hindi po kayo ang pangunahing responsable para ito po ay mabigyan ng pansin, ano. Marahil sa pamamagitan niyo ay makapagbigay kayo ng suggestion either sa Department of Health o halimbawa sa local government nang sa ganon, kasi tuloy pa rin ang pagbibintahan nito para naman maiwasan natin yung food safety na, yung magkaroon ng sakit ang mga tao, no? Dala nitong mga maruming mga pagkain. Pangalawa, ang tanong ko po ay related dito sa paggamit natin ng microwave. As of now, prevalent sa atin yung paggamit ng white microwave para initin yung mga ulam natin, ano? Ganun din yung mga restaurant na ginagawa na din nila. Pero sa social media po, ay may mga negative na pananaw sila na itong microwave ay may mga radioactive effect sa tao, no? Ngayon, wala naman tayo papapagtanungan na expert dito, kundi ang DOST. Ano po ba ang stand ng DOST along this line? Salamat po.
Maganda po yung pangalawa yung tanong, kaya lang gusto ko sagutin yung tanong sa Lagunisan. Kasi po, yung mga tinutulungan namin karaniwan ng mga small enterprises, ang gamit na nila ngayon yung pack, yung tawag doon sa pambalot na yung yung
edible na
cellulosic material na siya, na parang yun namamonitor talaga yun, at saka talagang yung nagpo-produce doon ay subject din naman sa
regulation,
HACCP conditions at regulations. Yung langgunisang ginagawa sa mga bahay-bahay na traditional, yun ang gumagamit ng bitukan na binibilad. Nakita mo para mga bandera yun na nakatayo doon sa tapat ng bahay nila. Yun ang gustong-gusto ko. Kaya umuwi pa po ako ng Bulacan, hinahanap ko yun. Kasi hindi ako bumibili ng langgunisang moderno.
Plastic.
Yun napakasarap. Alam ko namang hindi food safety yun, pero namatay na ako sa sarap. Anyway, nagbibiro lang po ako pero talagang napakasarap po nung balut sa bituka at saka ang laman nun hindi ginigiling. Talagang tinatagtad yun.
At saka bawang. Maraming bawang.
Yun, yung mantika nun, yun ang pinag-aawayan namin ng misis ko. Kasi tinatapon niya yun. Tinatapon niya talaga. Kaya pag sinerve niya lang dito sa amin, parang chicharon lang na gano'n. Minsan, nahanapin ko sa aming kasambahay, saan mo nilagay yung mantika lumabas dyan? Anyway, sis Yusek po sasagot tungkol dun sa technical.
Yung microwave po kasi ang prinsipyo nun ay yung waves po nung microwave, akma po yan sa molecules ng tubig. Kung ano yung distansya ng molecules ng tubig, ganun po yung wavelength ng microwave. Kaya pag tinamaan ng microwave, ang ma-excite lang, water molecules. Kaya pag naglagay ka sa microwave ng pagkain na walang tubig, hindi iinit yon. Kailangan may tubig. Tapos pag binuksan mo yung microwave, makikita mo may butas-butas sa pintuan. Yung distance ng mga butas na yun, eksakto para i-block na lumabas yung microwave. So lahat po ng studies pinakita na safe po ang microwave ovens.
Thank you.
Safe sa food. Sa tao.
Alright. Other question?
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Alan po from PTV. Sir, advice na lang po sa ating publiko kung paano nila matitiyak na safe yung kanilang bibilihin, kakainin. Please.
Ang hirap na ako ang ginagawa ko, kung sino yung talagang suki ko, doon ako bumibili. Kasi alam ko namang hindi niya ako lalasunin, Pero yun ang isang bahagi ng education for our people na kailangan nating maabot. So far hindi pa wala pa kinalaman ng DepEd dito sa mga ginagawa namin, pero sa bandang dulo yun na rin ang dapat nakapuntahan. Kasi kamukha ngayon, aral na yung mga bata na may mga pagkain na masarap pero wala silang makukuhang sustansya. So in the same way, ultimately yung mga nag-a-adapt ng mga technologies natin, yung mga bagong packaging materials, pwede na rin maisama doon yung mga information. Unang-una na siguro, alam na naman siguro din ng mga bata o turuan sila tumingin kung kailan mag-expire yung pagkain na nakapack. Ngayon, kung sariwa naman na pagkain, mahirap siyempre, hahanapin mo pa ba yung tatak ng meat inspection board doon o wala. Kaya dyan pumapasok yung dapat gamitin mo ang senses mo, ang mata mo, ang ilong mo, para malaman mo. Minsan lasa na rin, pero siyempre pag bumili ka naman ng sariwang isda, hindi mo naman titikman yun. So, pwede mo makita kung yung hipon nakatanggal na yung ulo, iba na yun. Pagka yung pusit naman amuyin mo, malalaman mo .
Sa iba't ibang regions, may mga interagency food safety team tayo. So, interagency camping board. May interagency tayo food safety. So, nandun ang DOH, even SUCs may expertise. So, sumasali sila dun sa regional food safety team. And because of mga ginagawa nila, mga advocacies, sa tingin namin nag-increase yung awareness ng bawat consumer. Tumitingin na tayo ngayon sa label, tinitingnan natin kailan mag-expire, kailan nag-produce, and then tinitingnan din natin ano ba yung lab, FDA approved. I mean, ganun ng simple consumer, At saka, eto ngayon, pati halal. So halal, meron din tayo malaking programa, DOST. So eventually, lalo na kung ma-finalize yung certification scheme, ay meron na tayong mga accredited certifiers. So makikita nyo rin sa mga produkto na kung may halal certified siya. When it's also halal, it's not just religious, it's also food safety.
Aside from those, I think those are very important. Pero in terms of food safety principle, there's no such thing as zero hazard. There's some level of hazard na makikita natin. Kaya nga po, meron tayong tinatawag na mga risk assessment. So, tinatingnan natin kung ano yung level ng risk, kung ano man yung ating mga pagkain, yung ating mga ginagawa. So, yun po yung principle ng risk assessment. So, importante po yun as a basic principle ng food safety.
Kasi karaniwan ng mga napo-food poisoning na marami, yung kumain ng handa, di ba? Na supply. Ano bang mga pagkain yung napakadaling masira?
Ayon po sa datos ng ating mga nagkakaroon ng food poisoning, at madalas na nagkakaroon ng ating mga balita, yung medyo mataas ang moisture, medyo may madaling maka-attract ng microorganism. At ito po, kung titingnan natin, yung spaghetti. So yung spaghetti kasi po, per certain period, kung hindi siya na tama ang preparation, tsaka luto, at na-expose siya sa certain temperature, na kung hindi siya malinis ang pagkakagawa, magmo-multiply yung microorganism. Ano yun?
Spaghetti.
Ito po yung meat at saka yung sauce. So, medyo basa-basa yung pansit. So, pero yung pansit, pag nakulog, magkakaroon siya, nag-i-incubate yung microorganism. So kung ito po ay galing sa karne na hindi maganda ang pagkakakatay, magkakaroon po itong either salmonella or E. coli. Kung hindi yung nag-prepare, hindi naghugas ng kamay at contaminated yung kanyang mga at naghawak siya ng mga karne and niluto, so after some time, magmo-multiply po yon kung ang temperature ay suitable sa pag-multiply ng microorganism. So, opo, importante po yon. Kaya nga sinasabi sa food safety, kung ito ay para sa malamig, dapat maintain yung temperature. Kung ito ay isi-serve kung ganitong kainit, then for certain period, dapat po makonsume yon. So, depende po kay yung level ng contamination pero at least within at least 2 to 3 hours na it is the best condition ng ating mga medyo mas soapy o ang tawag doon, medyo saucy pagkain katulad ng spaghetti. So marami rin pong mga pagkain na dapat natin tingnan.
It's 1 o'clock and we have time for 2 more questions. One from here and the last one from here.
Magandang tanghali po sa lahat. Ako po si Erwin Corpus, kolumnista ng Diario ng Police Files Tonight. Balikan ko lang yung issue kanina na cholesterol yung pinoproblema. Basta may brandy, ako, solve na yung panon. Lusaw yung cholesterol. Para, ang kwan ko po, yung sa ating mga food package, hindi po ba mas maganda kung lahat na ng ating mga food package ay see-through lahat para nakikita natin kung ano yung laman sa loob? Kasi pagka naka-cover, hindi po natin alam, hindi tayo nakakasiguro kahit ano pang nakasulat dyan. Hindi po pa po pwedeng ipatupad ng ating government na lahat ng mga food natin na naka-package is see-through lahat.
Mahilig po kayo sa see-through. Meron lang po siguro dahilan kung bakit gumagamit tayo ng certain colors sa ating food. Huh? Sino po ang sasagot nito?
Sir, marami din po kasi mga pagkain na very sensitive sa light. Sa ultraviolet. So, hindi lahat ng transparent. Sabihin na natin, sir, transparent. Kasi pag see-through parang So, yung mga transparent, okay naman sana yun kasi kung sa loob. So meron mga ganon. But there are also cases, pag kunyari, for example, milk, wala kang makitang milk na nakalagay sa transparent. Kasi yung milk, sensitive siya sa
Sunlight.
So hindi lahat ng transparent, merong barrier against light. Pero meron din naman sir na transparent na nilalagyan ng barrier coating na pwedeng mag-ano sa light, pero not all. So hindi naman ibig sabihin sir, maganda nga makikita mo yung product inside. So it's a marketing strategy. So, halos naman, kunyari, pineapple juice. Wala kang makitang pineapple juice na nakalagay sa PET bottle o transparent. In general. Kasi yung pineapple, natural phenomenon, nagsisettle talaga yung solid particles sa liquid. Kaya before you drink it, meron nakalagay sa label,
shake it
first. So, yung mga ganon. So, okay naman sir kung makita, kung gusto mo sa marketing strategy, makita mo talaga na hindi durog yung banana chips mo. But most of the time, mga snack foods, nakalagay talaga siya kung sa tinatawag natin mga metalized or with the aluminum. Kasi minsan ang Pilipino, ang behavior, may study na pinundak, ang mga Pilipino, mahilig magpisil. So pag pinisil mo, uy malutong, ano di mo bibili? Pero pag pisil mo na, durog mo na siya. May mga chicharon. So pag yung chicharon, pinisil mo, nadurog siya, sir, hindi na snack food, pampalabog na siya. So mga ganun sir, depende. So it's a marketing strategy, nasa akin na yan, nasa producer, kung gusto mo ipakita yung product, you are very proud of your product, pwede. But you also have to determine the impact ng environmental hazards like light, gases, and so on. Sa lechon, no? Hindi natin set. Pero hindi kami ginawa packaging for lechon para to maintain the crispiness ng pork skin for a certain period of time para din ma-ensure ang safety ng mga kakain. So meron mo sir, at this point, we're trying to further reduce the packaging cost. Parang malalagyan mo siya ng time clock, kunyari nasa Cebu ka. Pag bilhin mo at this time, meron dapat nakalagay na time clock na pwede mo na lang siya kainin at this time. So kung madinilihin yung plano mo, hindi mo siya pwede. Na hindi frozen kasi pa nabibili nyo mga frozen sa Cebu. But this is the whole pork lechon. So meron siyang ventilation in order to maintain the crispiness. Pero it also matters kung ang baboy na gagamitin mo ay native ventilation. Tapos very important din sir, yung packing temperature. Very critical yung packing temperature in terms of microbial hazard kasi highly perishable. Tapos yung roasting method, pag pumunta kasi may roasting method na pinagmamalaki nila, fully roasted. Ibig sabihin, mas imakap mo yung buto, walang dugo. So pag pumunta ka dito sa, kunyari, Manila, matubig siya because part of your cost, selling water. So hindi masyadong roasted para mabigat. So pag nakat mo yung buto, pag meron pa talaga siyang blood, ibig sabihin, mas perishable siya compared sa fully cooked na lechon. Kasi hindi naman lahat masasagot ng packaging yun. So there are also other factors, roasting method, handling method, and so on. But kasi sir, meron na kami technology that it can extend the shelf life. But currently, we are further doing some study to reduce the packaging cost para mas siya, competitive siya.
Thank you, very interesting. And one last question. Alauna na po.
To Director Patalino, sir, regarding po dun sa Food Safety Consultancy Program, kung ang kooperatiba mag-apply ng food safety training, paano sila mag-apply po and avail?
Salamat po sa tanong na yan. Mula po sa Vikings, Kenny Rogers, hanggang doon po sa Parents Teachers Association, doon po sa community ng Payatas, isang tawag lang po sa amin, kami ho ay nag-dispatch na ng experts po namin. So, tawagan lang po kami sa DOST NCR o magpadala lang po ng sula sa 837-2071, local 2017 hanggang 2019. Kami po ay mag-i-schedule, mag-dispatch na po ng mga experts namin po. Maraming salamat po, kuya.
So, Nora, takbo, halika rito. Hindi kasi, the other media people need to go home. I mean,
Hello, sir. Actually, sir, kasi kanina napag-usapan yung
assistance to the to the itinerant food vendors. Gusto ko lang po sana i-stretch pa itong tanong na dito. Kasi maybe this is something also na parang visioning exercise din ng DOST. Kasi for many parts of the country, ang talagang direct food, at least processed food supplier ay yung mga itinerant food vendors po. So, could there be some kind of a set-up program para sa kanila? No, kasi po, you know, they really number into thousands. And if we are also going to integrate them dun sa ating science development program ng bansa, I think it will be a very good exercise for the OST na ma-integrate din sila. Thank you po.
Actually, kina-consider na po natin yan, no? Although, some regions may mga iba-ibang kanilang approach. Some can even give it as a GI. Kasi ito yung mga so, but important thing is, nagpa-partner muna kami sa isang, like the LGU, and we make it as a joint project with them to help this small, Pero ginagawa na po nila.
Okay na. Meron lang akong request. Hindi ko alam kung kay Dr. Briones o sa Fisher, isang medyo popular na ngayon, bagnet. Oo. Meron na tayong research. Kasi yung bagnet, sabi nila kahit 2 buwan, hindi nasisira pero usually, nakakatanggap ako, nakabalot lang sa dyaryo. May research na ba sa shelf life niya kung hindi mo i-refrigerator?
16. Take 16 tayo.
I think it's already been studied na yung shelf life ng bagnet, sir. May, at saka yung packaging din.
Meron na.
Kuya, mga anong oras yun?
So, with that, we end our question and answer portion, but I'd like to give some time for the owner of this establishment to help us understand why he set this up and why he's advocating for food safety in this food mecca of Quezon City, Malingap and Maginhawa streets. Everybody comes here to eat, di ba? Okay? I thought originally cooperative sila, hindi pala. Community-based sila. Right? So, he's really taking care of the community. Yes, sir. I'm asking him to speak now. Si PJ Lanot po. Si PJ Lanot, he is the owner of this establishment, and we're giving him the floor.
Thank you po very much for being here. We really appreciate it po. Ako po si PJ and isa po kami sa mga pioneers since 2008 ng mga pagkain, mga restaurants within the Maginhawa and Malingap streets of Quezon City. So we started our brand with Pino Restaurant. We started po in the Maginhawa area. Noon po, 2 lang kaming restaurant dito. Pero fast forward 11 years after, bawat po kanto ay naging food district na po ng Quezon City ang Maginhawa and Malingap. And when I was starting out, I can only wish na sana merong support na meron para sa aming mga startups. Kasi doon, wala kaming kaalam-alam how to start the business and how to keep up with the changing times and even yung food safety. So, fast forward nga ulit, since last year, maraming pong salamat. This is a testimonial from me to DOST. Once every 4 months or even once a quarter po, nagre-request po kami through the office of Sir Jojo, ay nagpaparequest po kami ng mga food safety programs and for free po, tama po yan, in a heartbeat nandito po sila at dito po namin ginagawa itong mga training programs and so far we have done I think 8 na sessions na here in Malingap Central Food Hall, and this is open not just for the food stall owners, not just for the customers of Malingap Central Food Hall, pero sa lahat po ng mga startup entrepreneurs within Quezon City. And sometimes po, meron po kaming testimonial dito. Actually po, Miss Camille of Veggie Guys ay nag-start na po na umattend ng seminar natin, and because of that, she was inspired to put up her own food stall po here in Malingap Central because of those sessions po na for free. And yun nga rin po, sa mga na-inspire din na magbukas ng mga negosyo nila within the Quezon City area, very empowered sila kasi they know they have free programs with DOST and with DTI and with Go Negosyo even. And we offer that for free nga po. And then, yun nga rin po, when I was starting out, ang tinatanong ko lagi mga friends ko, okay ba to? Kung maglalabas tayo ng merchandise, paano yung shelf life, so on and so forth. So hindi namin alam ang ina-approach pa nga namin mga private firms na pinipresyon kami ng malalaki. And until last year, doon namin nalaman na, hindi, kami na bahala dyan through the help of sila, Sir Kaloy, sila po yung nag-hold po ng Food Safety 101 dito sa Malingap Central. And 5S, yung Japanese 5S, yung Workplace Productivity. Yung intro to HACCP, meron din po kami na ginaganap dito, yung Good Manufacturing Practices, yung GMP, and so on and so forth. And lahat po ito libre, kaya po natutuwa po. Hindi lang po kami, kundi pati yung mga startups. Kasi po bakit? Nandito po ang Claret School, nandito po ang St. Vincent School, nandito po ang Ateneo, nandito po ang UP, nandito ang PSBA. So very empowered sila magbukas ng sarili nilang negosyo sa food dahil alam po nila na nandito kayo. So thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you po for being here with us. Yes po, sir.
50,000 na kayo saan pwede
Okay, sige po, sasagutin ko po yan. Pwede po. Pwede pong mangutang in the way sa pamagitan po ng DTI through SB Corporation. Apo. Basta po, of course, meron lang po, may mga requirements din po yan. Kailangan po meron kayong business plan. Meron kayong projections. Dapat po makita nila na seryoso kayong gagawin nyo ito. At tama po, like yung setup program po ng DOST, di ba po? Ang setup program po ng DOST ay nagbibigay po sila ng loan in terms of equipment, pero ang DTI po kaya nila in terms of cash. Basta ulit, meron kayong business plan na solid at meron kayong kakayahan at may kagustuhan kayo talaga na patuloy ito 3-4 years, even throughout your lifetime. Opo. So maraming pong salamat for being here and we really appreciate it po, lalong-lalo na po DOST.
Salamat, PJ. Now we go to the closing remarks and we give the floor to Undersecretary for Research and Development, Dr. Rowena Cristina Guevara.
Our friends from Philippine and International Media, Sec Boy, Yusek Gren, Director Eric, Director Annabelle, Director Jojo, Director Mark, and Director Richard. Ladies and gentlemen, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. I hope nabubusog na kayo kahit papano. Sabi nila, the shortest distance to a person's heart is through food. Sabi naman ng iba, the shortest distance to the hospital is bad food. Ngayon po pinag-aralan natin yung tinatawag ng mga food safety technologies at saka services na available sa Department of Science and Technology patungo sa food safety. Siguro naman obvious sa inyo na food safety is for everyone, not just for those who consume, but from the farmers all the way to the market. Therefore, it is paramount importance to safeguard the health and the future of every Filipino through food safety. Ang mga Pilipino, habang kumakain tayo, pagkain pa rin pinag-uusapan natin. Ganyan talaga tayo kasi sa atin, pag kumakain at nag-share tayo ng food, yan yung ating bonding time. Tradisyon natin yan, parte yan ng kultura natin. Pero sana, safe ang ating culture dahil meron tayo food safety. So pinapasalamatan namin kayo in advance dahil alam namin maglalabas kayo ng maraming media output tungkol dito sa ating Technology Media Conference. Pang-siyam na po natin ito on food safety. At saka nabanggit kanina ni Secretary yung mission na pinuntahan namin sa China, nakapagpirmahan na tayo. Ngayon po, gusto ko po kayong advance na imbitahin sa September 5. Magkakaroon tayo ng Technology Media Conference tungkol naman sa Global Innovation Index. Kasi lumabas na to umakyat tayo ng 19 country steps ranking. So, napakataas po ng improvement natin. Saka gusto rin po namin ipakita sa inyo yung mga inclusive innovation technologies na natapos ng DOST. So, maaga po yung pag-aanyaya namin kasi next week na po ito. Sana paunlakan niyo ulit kami at kayo makarating sa ating pang-10 Technology Media Conference. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Maraming salamat, Yusek Guevara, for the closing remarks. Now, food is ready. Please, you can proceed to serve yourselves sa food island. Okay? So, from here, kayo na po bahala. You have a decision to make. Kung yung lechon from Cebu arrives beyond the useful life of the lechon, bahala kayo to decide whether magiging maligaya si Bantay o at least mamamatay tayo sa sarap. Maraming salamat po.